What do you think?
Well, I'm not an expert, but I think this is missing something.
Flavor.
Yeah, right.
I can't believe this. I mean, everything else was so good. This is the one thing we could have salvaged from my dinner.
Well, at least the atmosphere is better here than it is at the hospital.
I'm really glad we came.
Me too.
By the way, I happen to be an expert chef. Maybe sometime I'll have to prove it to you.
Well, I'd like that.
Is that why you look so uncomfortable?
I'm not uncomfortable.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, because of me.
I am not, Melinda. You're a fine woman, and I have a lot of fun with you.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for not treating me like a patient, but treating me like a person.
Well, you deserve being treated like that.
I know I do. As a matter of fact, I want more. I want everything. I want career, I want friends, I want lovers. I want it all. And for you, too.
Well, I'll go along with that.
So you want to pull for it?
I'm sorry, what?
Here. Break this wishbone. The winner gets everything by next Thanksgiving, and the winner also has to help the loser through the year. What do you say?
It's a deal.
I'm sorry. I just can't wait any longer. I'm gonna have to walk. Here, why don't you just take this? And thanks for everything, but I've got to go.
Ma'am, please wait.
No, I've got...
That's a blinding storm out there.
I'll be fine,
You won't
really.
be safe alone.
I'll be fine.
Oh, honey, you saved my day.
Well, you saved mine, too. I'll explain how later. Here you go.
Thank you. Glad you're here.
Here she is. Oh, ready. Hello, darling. Thank you, Kim. Come sit here. Where's Sammy?
Oh, she fell sound asleep. I didn't want to wake her up.
Oh, that's probably just as well. Okay.
Kate and Kim, you better line up. Cord, place them where you want them.
All right, Kim, why don't you go over there behind Clint? And, honey, why don't you go behind Vicky?
Okay.
All right. Okay, one big smile now. Ready?
Channel 7, WABC TV, New York.
That's just about right. A bit more lipstick, and you'll be just fine. That's perfect. You look really good. Angelica, would you stand up straight, please?
Oh, it's these shoes. I thought Delilah wanted me in boots.
Ah, great, great. The run-through is about to begin, and Delilah isn't here to make any decisions. Fine.
There's no word from the front desk. She still hasn't checked in.
Gabrielle, the natives are getting restless.
I think that probably Delilah would want the show to go on schedule, even though she's not here.
All right, all right. Somebody find Angelica some suede boots, please. And Arthur, would you please get everybody ready? We'll start the run-through in 15 minutes.
Right. Okay, people, let's move it.
I'd better go down to the ballroom just in case there's another crisis.
Yeah, in just a minute. Well, you realize this is the first moment we've had by ourselves since we arrived in New York? I've got something to give you, and it's more important than any model or any high-fashion design in the world.
Now, honey, I saw the way that Al looks at you. I mean, children don't give away that kind of love. You have to earn it.
Well, I think I finally figured out what he wants from me. It's not money or presents, it's just time and attention.
He's not the only one.
I suggest you be very careful here. You see, the family's expecting us in there for the family photo. You get me started, I may carry you back upstairs.
Yeah, well, I think the photo can wait. Because, you know, there is one thing that I'm most thankful for today, and that is you. Oh, Max, I love you. With all my heart, I really do.
Okay, everybody. Give me a big old smile here, all right?
Oh, wait.
What is it, sweetheart?
Max and Tina, they're not here. They've got to be in the picture.
Holden, stop stealing his silverware, whatever you're doing. Get in here, get your picture took.
Well, sorry for hanging you up, folks. We were upstairs playing with the baby.
Oh, sure you were.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, we were getting into the holiday spirit, too.
Yeah, you know, just like the Pilgrims and the Indians.
Right. Let's go see her place.
Look, if there's not room for all of us here, I'll just step out and...
No, you won't. These days, you're as much a part of us as anyone. Today, we're a family, and I want to remember this day just exactly like it is.
Where's Claude Roberts?
In the library, sir. But what should I say?
Come on, Ace, you can give me a better smile than that. Think about the money or something, all right? Everybody else, just think half thoughts. Ready? Okay.
Okay. Happy New Year! Whoa. Oh, that's not right. Must be Groundhog's Day. Wait a second, I don't see my shadow, so it's gotta be turkeys. It's the 4th of July, sure, that's what it is. Katie, me darling, did you know that the turkey was supposed to be our national bird?
What are you doing now?
I'm not doing anything. I just heard that the Buchanan clan was having a little party, so I wanted to come over and pay my respects.
I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Buchanan, but I told the gentleman not to barge in.
Well, that's perfectly all right, Heron. I think Dr. London has just been celebrating a bit
Patrick,
much.
I'm happy that you're having such a high old time, but we're trying to have a family get-together here, so if you don't mind.
Claire, I know that I wasn't exactly invited. Heck, I haven't been
Come on,
invited.
Patrick, you need to go for a walk. Come on,
That one's
go
a
for a walk.
No, not until I see my old buddy Cord over here smoke a little peace pipe. I mean, that is the spirit of the day, isn't it? See, I knew it was Thanksgiving all along.
Yeah, that may be a real good idea, Patrick, but why don't we wait until we get you home and sobered up a little bit first, huh?
I can take you home.
Wait a second, you're gonna take the official picture here? How can it be official unless you're in the shot? Come on, Cord, you get over there and I'll take the picture.
That's all right, Patrick.
No, come on, Cord, I insist. I'll capture you for posterity. I mean, posterity. Wait,
honey.
Let's see how you work this thing here.
Whoa!
How's it going, Patrick? Now there's not going to be any picture with or without me.
I'm sorry. Here, well, let me pay for it. How much is it? 100? 200 maybe?
Patrick, I am taking you home.
No, Katie, I'm not going to take you away from your newfound family here. I couldn't dare do that. What are you talking about?
You're going.
No.
Now.
All I can say is, may all your Christmases be white.
They tell me that could win a Nobel Prize.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'd like to give him something myself. I'd like to know what the hell's going on here.
First rule of stakeout, Stacy. You can forget your gun, but don't forget the soup and coffee.
I have a lot to learn, Ed, but it won't be because I'm not studying your methods.
Oh, well, maybe you better forget what I just said. You got your long johns?
That, too. What I was thinking about was the files you gave me to look over last night.
The collected works of Ed Hall, huh?
Make fun. I found your reports to be fascinating. I was up till after midnight reading them. You never settle for circumstantial evidence. You always dig for the truth beneath the obvious.
Well, I think I can see why you made detective. You certainly know what to say to an old cop.
I mean every word.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, by the way, I accidentally took some of your private cases home, too. Don't worry, I didn't read them. My main concern was trying to get all the background I could for this stakeout tonight.
Okay, well, let's just see if you're ready. Tell me what you know about the Philadelphia connection.
A few years ago, a South American named Malcolm Vargas brought some of his people over from Colombia to help run a dry cleaning shop in Philly. Soon there were other shops, and pure cocaine was showing up on the streets. A few months ago, Vargas opened a store in Landview, and right on schedule, the same high-test coke was showing up here. He's taken his wares on the street. His best customers are college kids. That's why the stakeout tonight. To find out what all these laundry trucks are really bringing to the back of the store.
Well, you know more about this case than I do. We've been after this Vargas for months now.
Ed, what if...
What if what?
No, it's not my place.
Well, now, nobody ever got anywhere knowing their place.
Okay. I think it would be a mistake to make a move tonight, even if we see any trucks pulling in. I say we tail them back to wherever they came from, and from there we keep tracing back till we get to Vargas himself. I mean, he's the one we're really after, isn't he? Okay, tell me if I'm overstepping.
No. I was just thinking. I was thinking that if I had had 20 like you when I was running the force, maybe all I'd do was go fishing.
Oh, I'm glad to see somebody's happy around here tonight.
Rafe, what are you doing here?
Well, Lieutenant Farrell's got a strep throat. I'm going to cover for him on the stakeout.
You mean nobody told you?
Told me what?
Well, word got around the station house that a certain captain's wife was having a big fashion show in New York. So I canceled my turkey sandwich at the market and...
And I asked for double duty today. We're taking the stakeout, so you can get the heck out of here and go be with Delilah.
Yeah, get going.
I appreciate the offer, Ed, but I don't know.
What's the matter, Captain? Don't you think your newest detective can handle the Vargas case?
Well, Stacy, if it was any case but this one, Vargas and his boys play for keeps.
Well, for your information, Captain, I really believe that Detective Giordano here is more than ready to handle this case. Besides that, I have had it with cops who spend all their time doing their duty and letting their home life go all to hell. I mean, Delilah deserves her husband by her side here at the moment of glory. Huh?
Okay, I'm out of here. Oh, and thanks, both of you.
Delilah's a lucky lady.
No, he's the lucky one. Okay, so let's warm up the car and get going.
Gabriel, the snowstorm in the Landview can't last all night. Delilah will be here tomorrow in time for the show.
I certainly hope so. You, Steve, I cannot help but worry because she's such a stickler for detail. I can't understand why she'd miss the run-through.
And I can't understand why you're trying to forget what I'm trying to tell you.
Later, all right? I must go and see if she's...
Damn it, I've never met a woman that makes it so hard to give her a ring.
Ring? Did you say ring?
I've already proposed, right? And you've already accepted. Don't you think it's about time we made it official? There, perfection.
Oh. This ring is never going to leave my finger.
I am never going to leave your side.
I feel like we've just stepped out of a fairy tale, even though we've just arrived in a New York City hotel.
Well, what's wrong with being in a fairy tale? I think our love is a very magical thing. And although people may not write about us or tell about us to their children, we'll know. And our children will know. And I'm telling you that we are going to live happily ever after.
I feel dizzy.
Well, is it the diamond or me?
What do you think? Oh, and I'm sorry, my Prince Charming. I wish our love story could go on all night.
But we have a fashion show to rehearse. Okay, fine. Now, let's go down and see if Delilah's here. And I'm telling you, if she is, we are coming right back up here, and we are going to write another fairy tale.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry about that, folks. This whole damn thing doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it does to me, Cord. The fella's feels a little blue about his lost love being here with you. He went out and got tanked and tried to spoil the party. It's not the first time a man acted like a fool because of love.
But, Ace, I just saw the guy over at the Banner not too long ago, and he was stone cold sober.
Well, it's a terrible shame about the pictures. But there's nothing we can do about that, right? And in the meantime, we have tons of pumpkin pie and ice cream in the kitchen.
The only trouble is we don't even know anyone that can help us get rid of it.
Well, I will. Me too. Oh, well, that seems to solve the problem, doesn't it?
Very kind of you to offer. Shall we go get started?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't like the idea of Kate taking that rascal back. I mean, we should have put him in a cab and made her stay here.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about Kate, Ace. So once she gets something into her mind, she never...
What's wrong?
Well, nothing. My camera, it just feels Real funny, that's all. Huh. Never noticed it till now.
Notice what?
Well, the weight, it just feels much lighter than it should, but it sure as hell looks like my camera, doesn't it?
Well, I'm telling you that Patrick loused it up. Snap the shutter, see if it works.
Yeah. No, maybe not.
No, go on. If it's broken, old Patrick gonna pay the bill.
Asa, I'm really starting to get a bad feeling here.
Cord, what are you doing?
Listen, I need to go over to the banner real quick, all right?
You mind telling me what's going on?
Just do me a favor. Explain everything to the family, will you? Thanks.
That's fine, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, I always knew Patrick was a little weird, but I've certainly never seen him like that.
The holidays bring out the depression in a lot of people.
Yeah. But I can't believe Kate would do that. I mean, she's practically left the man a drunken wreck.
Tina, why don't you just give Kate a break, huh?
Well, I'm just concerned about Cord. I don't want her playing any kind of games with him or anything.
Well, even if she is, and I seriously doubt it, we're going to have a lot more days like today with Kate and Cord and the rest of this family. And I don't want you making any trouble, okay?
I should have done something. Something. I should have grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, tossed him out on his ear, something.
Well, honey, come on now. Cord and Kate handled it just fine.
It's our house. It was up to me to handle it.
Sweetheart, the man just had a little bit too much to drink. I'm sure if it had been a real crisis, of course you would have handled it.
Or you wouldn't have.
Well, no, Sarah, I mean, what I mean is...
Vicky, I know what you're saying. I just don't think there's any reason to cater to Clint's self-pity.
Oh, I should have known I could count on you for understanding.
Look, you want to be the family watchdog? I think that's great. Stop complaining. Keep up with your therapy. I really think it's the only defense you've got, Clint.
Sarah, please.
No. No, sweetheart, she's right. I've got to keep pushing myself. No matter what.
No wonder Clint was in such a hurry to get home with such a beautiful baby waiting for him.
Thank you. I must say you have such an ease and a warmth about you when you hold her.
I know it's hard to believe, but there's still some pumpkin pie left for Jessica. You think she'll be interested?
What do you think? Jess, you think you're interested in pie and ice cream? I won't tell Mom, don't worry. Here you go. I'll see you in a bit, sunshine.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Sit down. I don't know very much about you, but I would be willing to bet that you have children.
No. Actually, I've never even really come close to getting married. I mean, I love kids, but I guess my work's just come before everything else.
Oh, that must be from a very lonely life. I'm sorry. Clint is always telling me that I want everybody to be as happy as we are.
Vicky, it's okay. I don't know. I suppose a lot of people wonder why I lead sort of a solitary life. Till I tell them about Anna.
Who's Anna?
She's my sister.
Oh.
She was my sister. I can't quite get used to talking about her in the past tense. See, when she was a little girl, she caught a virus and, well, it nearly killed her. But the doctors pulled her through at a cost. She was blind.
Oh, what an awful blow for you and for your family.
Yeah, I remember how sad everyone was at first. But as I got older, I realized how lucky we were to have her. I mean, she was blind, but she was so full of love and wonder at everything around her.
Were you able to get professional help for her?
No. I'm from a really small town in central Pennsylvania, and, well, good therapists were pretty hard to come by. And with both of my parents working, I guess I just sort of became Anna's eyes.
I'm gonna give Kim a hand with the kids.
Thanks, Paul.
What do you say we give baby Al his first taste of pumpkin pie?
Thank you, Asa. Don't mind if we do.
Come on.
Come on, Slugger.
And that's when you learned the techniques that you've been teaching Clint?
No. That's when I learned the most difficult lesson of all. You see, I had been protecting my sister from the world, and what she really needed was to develop her own set of eyes, her own sensitivity. So I went to a therapist to learn how to teach Anna how to help herself. And it worked. And I became closer to her than I've ever been to anyone in my life. And then that virus came back, and in 2 months she was gone.
Is that when you decided to dedicate your life to helping others?
Yes.
Well, that is quite some story. I knew that Clint was very fortunate to have you for a therapist. I now realize we're very fortunate to have you as a friend.
Did I just hear someone say that she was fortunate to know this slave driver?
Well, what do you know? Ace, you made it across the room without destroying anything.
Well, I was guided by your voices. Not bad, huh?
You never cease to amaze me. Give me a kiss.
You're getting there. I really must... Look at all that snow. I should really get going before the roads are completely impassable.
What's the rush? I mean, with no one to go home to.
How did you know that?
Well, I was catching most of what you were saying to Vicky. And since there's no family that you have to care for, and since we are working morning till night, it just seems logical to me that you should move into land fare here with us.
There hills we go, laughing all the way.
I don't understand this. You're never drunk. What is going on? Why did you deliberately set out to ruin the Buchanan's Thanksgiving?
Oh, Katie, I was just feeling a little lonely, just me and poor old turkey leg, you know?
Don't get maudlin. I mean, now sit down. Come on, let me take off your coat.
Will you sit down with me for a while? We used to sit in the bed for hours, remember? Days.
Patrick, please.
Katie, look, I know I spoil the party. I always spoil everything. That's because I don't have you, honey. If I had you, then I would be my old self again, you know?
Patrick, don't.
Katie, I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
That's right, you won't, because I'm leaving.
No, you can't go. No.
Go with me.
Katie, come on. You can't leave me like this. I might fall out the bed. I could hit my head. I could break my neck.
Well, then take a shower and sleep it off.
Oh, come on. I might drown myself.
I can't talk to you when you're like this. Now, just let go of me.
One little kiss for old time's sake. Come on.
Patrick, stop it.
Come on.
I want to know something.
What?
How come your breath doesn't smell like booze?
Oh, it's my own concoction. I made it up in the lab. It's odorless, colorless. Good stuff, too.
Baloney. I thought you were acting a little too calculated at Landfair to be drunk, and that's because you're not drunk at all, is it?
Katie, give me a chance to explain, okay?
Oh, that's right. You're going to explain it. I want the truth. Why the hell are you acting like this?
Well, it sure as hell looks like my camera. It's got my name on it and everything. And everything is right here in my camera bag where I left it. Man. You always talk to yourself, Court? Hey, Ansel, how you doing? Hey, listen, you use a camera exactly like this, don't you?
Yeah, only the pictures I take are great.
No, I'm serious, man. Without hitting the shutter button, why don't you hold this and tell me if it feels all right?
Yeah, it feels like a camera, all right.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, the weight, doesn't it feel a little bit lighter?
Well, maybe. One way to find out.
Well?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Mine is definitely heavier than yours. It's as if the guts had fallen out of yours.
Or like maybe somebody else had taken them out, huh?
Oh, let's open it up and find out.
Whoa, no, don't do that.
I wasn't gonna hurt it, Court.
Oh, I believe you, Ansel. Listen, why don't you just do me a little favor, and again, without touching that shutter button, why don't you just put it back in here real careful like?
Do you have a little too much plum pudding or something?
No, just go ahead, do what I say. Put it right back in there.
Heard of artistic temperament, but this is ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ansel. Talk to you later.
Now, where are you going?
Well, if this turns out to be what I think it is, you're gonna have to read it on the front page like everybody else.
And please.
You're right. I'm not drunk.
And what the hell are you doing?
Katie, I just couldn't bear it when you left the dinner to go over to the Buchanans. I'm not proud of what I did, all right? So I just went over there to be with you. When I walked in and I saw you with Cord's family, I just had this hurt.
So what? You decide to ruin everyone else's good time?
I said I'm not proud of it. I just wanted to get you alone with me.
What did you think, that I was going to forget my feelings for Cord and then just sleep with you?
I haven't been thinking straight. In fact, I haven't been thinking straight for a long time. I just want you to understand. I mean, I've only lost everything. Elizabeth took away my life, you know? She took away my job, took away the lab. Hell, she'll take away the formula next. As if she hasn't taken away everything else. But the worst part of it all, she took away the one thing that I love. The woman that I love. And that's you, Katie.
Patrick, no.
Katie, I just want to see you look at me the way you used to. Not with this anger. Not with this disappointment that I see now.
Look, I have tried every way I can to tell you that I don't feel the way I felt, not anymore.
Katie, you don't mean that.
Yes.
I know that you still love me.
I don't love you, and you don't love me. What you have is some sick obsession for me.
How could you say that to me?
Because it had to be said. I have tried to stand by you, Patrick. Come on, I've defended you to Grams and to Cord. I almost lost Cord by trying to stand up for you.
Well, if that isn't love, then I don't know what is.
It is friendship, Patrick, but I can see that my friendship isn't doing you any good. Cord was right the whole time.
Cord! Cord is a dumb, stupid idiot, Kate.
You are sick and you need professional help.
If you believe everything he says, you're just as stupid as he is. You know that? Look, I am sorry, but he has poisoned your mind against me. Now, there is nothing wrong with me, and I'm not sick. My only problem is I still love you.
Please stop saying that.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it again. But I do, and I'll never stop. And I know someday you're going to realize that you still love me too, Katie.
Listen to me. I don't love you, and I never will love you. And right now, Patrick, I wish I'd never met you.
Cord has done this to you. Yeah, he's turned you against me. But I'll change you back, Katie. And then you are going to love me again. And you're going to come back to me.
Clint, from the minute we met, you've either been giving me some grudging respect at best or fighting me. And now you want me to move in? Aren't you afraid I'll be on your case day and night?
Look, darling, if you are worried about Sarah making the trip from her house every day, why don't we just arrange for a car to pick her up?
You ladies have it all wrong. I just want to get my therapy into high gear. I want to be able to take care of my family again, like any husband and father would.
Honey, just because Patrick made a scene here tonight doesn't mean you have to rush your therapy.
Clint, Vicky's right. You're making progress every day.
It's not fast enough. It's not fast enough. I want to be able to... It's not just wanting to be able to be man of the house again. I want to be able to be a father to my kids. I want to be editor of the Banner again. I want my life back, all of it.
What is the urgency? What are you not telling me?
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just every time I hear Sarah saying that it's going to take time, that I should have faith, that I should have patience, it makes me want to work that much harder. That's all. Now, I know that you have a big say in the decision, sweetheart, but if you would be willing for Sarah to move in here, I know that I could progress by leaps and bounds.
Clint, you're not giving Vicky much of a choice. I mean, maybe I should
No, I'm going to do whatever he wants, whatever is best for him. It's your decision, really. I mean, if you would like to, we'd be very happy to have you here.
Maybe I'll sleep on it.
Well, that's probably a good idea. Thank you very much for coming today and joining us.
Well, thank you for including me in your family's celebration. I'll see you later, Hotshot.
Bye, killer.
Perrin.
Ma'am.
Miss Gordon is leaving.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Sarah. Drive carefully.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Good night. If I live to be 100, and we will, I will never get used to your surprises.
What? Who has been telling me to take charge of my life?
I have, but you want Sarah around all the time? If I didn't know any better, I'd be jealous.
Jealous?
Yes, jealous. She's not only a dedicated therapist, she's a beautiful young woman.
Sweetheart, who says I didn't know that? I can tell just by hearing people talk to her, by hearing men talk to her. They use a tone of voice that's reserved, especially for beautiful women.
How sensitive.
Yes, well, I've had a few years' practice. They use that same tone of voice with you. And I know for a fact that there is no woman more beautiful than my wife.
Those kids are feeding their face. They don't need, whoops.
It's all right. My husband is telling me that I am indeed beautiful.
Well, I'm glad he still has a sense the good Lord gave him. What I can tell, you have not lost a darn thing, son.
Oh, thank you, Pa. I'm almost there.
Almost there? Hell, you have made it. I was real proud the way you moved around this place and how you made yourself head of the house again.
So am I, darling. You made this a very special Thanksgiving.
Well, I just wish we could have gotten that picture. I wanted to have the picture for everyone to look back on so we could remember just how great today really was. Did Cord get the strobe fixed?
No. He had to go back to the banner.
It's not like Cord to leave without saying goodbye.
He is a Buchanan. He works hard, and he's as big-headed as the rest of us.
Well, if that's the case, heaven help him.
Larry, I really can't explain it right now. I just need to use your x-ray machine real quick.
Boy, you just love secrets, don't you?
Actually, I'd like to have my camera x-rayed.
This is for people, not cameras. Why don't you let me in on the mystery?
All right, look, I've got this feeling in my gut that somebody has been messing with my camera.
All right, so take it to a shop. Let them check it out.
No, that's not what I mean. I think it may be very dangerous right now. That's why I want to check it out now before I have somebody start to monkey with it.
Well, has this got anything to do with that photo you took of the mob boss?
It may. Please, can we just use the machine?
Give me the camera.
Careful.
All right. You're gonna have to put on one of those aprons there. There you go. Stand back over this way. All right, it's gonna take a while to develop the plate.
Lord, somebody has turned my camera into one hell of a bomb. Look at this. Here's your plastique right here. There you've got your firing mechanism, and it's all hooked up to the shutter button.
Okay.
Whoa, Larry, wait a minute. What are you doing here?
Call the police. Have the bomb squad come over here and dismantle that.
You can't do that. Not yet.
Oh, this is a hospital, Cord. If that thing goes off, we're going to kill or injure a whole bunch of people, including us.
I know a little bit about plastic explosive, all right? I did a lot of research for that urban terrorism project I worked on. I can see how it's wired, Larry.
Are you kidding me? You think you're an expert?
No, I'm telling you that the only way that thing is going to go off is if somebody hits the shutter button, and that's not going to happen. Oh, man, I think about the fact that I had the entire family lined up in front of that camera.
Wait a minute.
If Patrick hadn't come...
Wait a minute. This settles it. Look, the picture you took of the mob boss, that sent him to jail. They may have rigged this camera as a sort of revenge.
Maybe. Or maybe somebody wanted to make it look like a mob hit.
What do you mean?
Remember how I told you Patrick London showed up over at Landfair?
Yeah, you said he accidentally broke your flash mechanism.
Yeah. He was going around acting like he was real drunk. Only I don't think he was drunk at all. I think he came in there with the sole purpose of keeping me from using that camera.
Wait a second. That means that you think he would know about the mob.
Either that, or he's the one who put the bomb in the camera in the first place.
Come on, he's a scientist. He's not a hitman.
Larry, you have got no idea how much that man hates my guts. Remember how you told me that you found that poison in Elizabeth Sanders' bloodstream?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I came in with that vial of TRA, right? And I showed it to you. I got that vial of TRA at Patrick London's lab.
What?
I'm telling you, Larry, it's the truth. He's the one I have suspected of poisoning Elizabeth from the start.
Why would he do that?
Well, it's a long story, but he holds Elizabeth personally responsible for having him locked up for 5 years in that African prison. And he also has some crazy plan to try to get Kate back. I'm sure he thinks that by getting rid of every obstacle, he will have a clear path to Kate.
Listen, if even half of what you say is true, you've got to go to the police.
Larry, I can't do that. I don't have any solid evidence yet. I can't prove that he's been poisoning Elizabeth, nor can I prove that he's the one who put the bomb in my camera.
But you can give the police something to go on. They will interrogate him. They can break him down.
He's a very smart man, Larry. I don't know that they can break him down. I'm going to have to confront him with this myself.
Look, if he's as dangerous as you say he is, he's going to try and kill you.
Well, I'm going to have something to say about that.
Look, just because Al made a face doesn't mean he didn't like it.
Well, you face it, darling. Little Al hates tomato puree. He's a leg man, just like his pa.
Now, wait a minute. You were supposed to be being a good influence here.
Yeah, I am. Of course, I'd be a much better influence if I had a gorgeous, loving woman by my side. So what do you say? Quit stalling and agree to marry me, and Al will be all the happier.
Max, I'm not stalling.
Well, you're not saying yes either, and I'm getting a little depressed about this. You know, I've tried about every form of subtle blackmail I could think of.
Well, I feel like I have really, truly been royally courted here, and it's just that when I feel it is the right time.
Yeah, I understand. In the meantime, I'm going to go crazy waiting. But I want you to understand something else.
I hear a kiss.
Yeah, you hear a kiss. You hear Max.
Yeah, I guess there's not going to be any privacy around here with you on the prowl, is there?
Oh, when it comes to romance, he has a sixth sense.
I'll tell you something else he's got. He knows he has one special lady, and he knows how to make her smile.
Thank you.
Years of practice, Max, years of practice. All you do is you close your eyes. Of course, in my case, I can skip that step. And you say, pucker up, give me a kiss, baby.
Works every time.
Works every time.
You know, I think we're in the way here, and I think maybe we should go tuck in, Al, and practice a little of that ourselves.
Ooh, twist my arm. Oh, I like that. Hey, listen, I just want to tell you one more time. We're so happy you let us share today with you.
Oh, this has been the best Thanksgiving of my entire life.
Well, I'm delighted, and I hope we have lots more to share, all of us together. Give Al a kiss for us.
We will. Good night.
Good night, Al. Good night, Max.
Good night.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. You know, I've stared at a fire for years, but I never really felt it before. The warmth and the glow.
This has been quite a day. I don't really want it to end. You know, in spite of Patrick's interruption, I have never felt quite so close as a family. I don't mean just you and me. I mean Tina and Max and even Rafe and Delilah before they had to leave. Don't laugh at me, darling, when I say this, but I really do believe that the sad times are all behind us now.
Oh, there. Now, what did I tell you? The run-through went off without a hitch.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about good dress rehearsals.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure this show is going to be the biggest sensation to hit 7th Avenue.
Yeah, but it'll be a hollow victory if Delilah isn't there to see it. Come in.
Hey!
Oh, Ray. Oh, it's good to see you. Come in.
Thanks, Gabrielle. Hey,
Hi.
Steve. Sorry I missed the run-through. Everything go okay?
Like clockwork.
All right.
Yeah, I think Delilah's probably downstairs with the models finding out about everything before she comes upstairs.
I didn't see her down there. I figured she was up here with you guys.
Oh, wait a minute, Rafe. You mean she didn't come with you on the plane?
Heck no. She left hours before me. I was stuck as they were clearing the runway, and then there was a Well, you telling me she's not here?
We haven't heard a word from her.
Maybe her flight was changed.
Yes, of course, that's probably what it was.
Well, she would have called you then, though, wouldn't she?
Well, she probably didn't have time.
Oh, she knows how busy we are with the run-through.
Or maybe there's something wrong here. Just a second. Yeah, this is Mr. Garrettson in room 1015. Has my wife, Delilah Garrettson, left a message?
Shelley Pemberton suffers from frequent sinus.
Front desk says Delilah hasn't called.
Who are you calling now?
I'm gonna call the airline. This fashion show meant the world to Delilah. She practically begged me to make sure I'd be here with her. Yes, hello, yeah, I'm trying to find out if my wife was on flight 788 from Philadelphia to New York. Her name is Delilah Garrettson. Yeah, I know it's not standard procedure, but look, my name is Captain Rafe Garrettson, Lambview Police. Would you just check your computer? All right, thanks. You can reach me at, that's 555-2100, and that's room 1015. I'll be waiting for your call.
Look, I'm sure there's a very simple explanation to this, Ray.
Absolutely, Rafe. She probably met a couple of her friends on the plane. They went out to dinner and got held up somewhere.
Yeah, I appreciate both of you trying to calm me down, but it won't work. She never would have skipped out on a run-through like this. I don't know, there's something wrong here. Something must have happened.
There's no need to be thinking the worst.
You know, you hear about a cop's family being used against him, like when I might have sent somebody to prison, maybe somebody who was remembers me. I don't remember him, and maybe he's going to try and get back at me by trying to use my...
Now, wait a minute, Rafe. There's no sense in making up all kinds of fantastic stories. Before you know it, she's going to be here, and we're all going to have a good laugh. You'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, this is him. Yeah. What have you got? Are you sure? Well, there's no chance you could have missed her? Yeah, that's fine. I see. Yeah, thanks. She never got on a plane in Philadelphia.
Where are you going?
I gotta go to Landview. It's the last place she was seen. She'll be there.
You know what I'm thinking?
I would bet that you are thinking what fun it was to have the little children here today.
You'd lose. I was thinking of something a little more adult.
Oh. Honey, you just had major surgery.
I might not be able to run a mile or throw a discus, but I can still come up to other challenges.
No one said you couldn't. But, Doc, you just got home from the hospital.
I'm blind. I'm not dead. I'm still a man, and I'm still alive.
I know that.
And you ought to know something else, too. I don't need eyes to show you how much I love you. And how much I want you.
I want you too. But I don't want you to feel you have to rush things.
I do. I do. You see, losing my sight did more than make me have to relearn how to walk again and how to do everyday things again. It made me take a whole new look at my life. You know, I used to think that I was always going to live forever. And that I'd always have you forever. And now I realize how precious life is. And how fragile it is. And I want to hang on to every second of it. And I want to hold on to you. And make love to you. And let you know that although my life may not last forever, my love for you will never, ever, ever die.
My cowboy's quite a poet. I guess sometimes it takes something like your accident to make us all realize what we have, huh?
Some people would think that we've lost a lot.
Oh, my darling. Right here in your arms, in front of this fire, the losses somehow seem not so important. We have love. We have undying passion for each other. And that's not bad for a couple of old lovers.
Katie, I knew you'd come back. You don't have to apologize to me. What do you want here?
Thanks. Don't mind if I do, Patrick.
Let's get out of here before I call the security and have them throw you out.
Well, we sure seem to have sobered up real quick now, haven't we? That's too bad, too, because you missed a wonderful dessert. Only thing we were really missing was this nice old family portrait. But hey, you know that, don't you? Because you're the one who messed it up. But that's all right, because come Christmas time, I'm going to be able to take plenty of portraits.
I don't care if you take portraits in hell.
The only problem I got is that probably around Christmas time, you won't be around anymore. So, since you're so special, Kate, how about if I take a nice little picture of you right now?
What are you doing, man?
Why don't you just smile and say cheese, dirtbag?
For God's sake, no!
The name Sunkissed has always...
Billy, come on, I told you, I'm not really in the mood to celebrate a holiday. I just want to go home and have a turkey sandwich and watch a little television.
Thanksgiving is the time to be with people.
Eat and be merry. Come on, get in the spirit of things, will you?
Billy. Look, I'm not in a punch and cookie mood. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
Oh, wait. It's about the police. You told me to keep my ears open, right?
Has your sister been asking questions about me and Frank Montaigne?
No, but this afternoon when she came home from the station house, I did a little snooping.
No wonder you're not in college. You're not very bright, are you, honey? I told you to stay out of here, didn't I?
I'll tell you what. I am now going to lead you up the stairs, and then I'm going to have my way with you.
You make it sound very inviting.
That's the general idea.
But I wanted to sweep you off your feet, carry you upstairs, and dazzle you.
If you carry me upstairs, you will only end up with a backache. But if you lie in bed with me and make love with me, you will dazzle me.
I'm still your fella, huh?
Oh, you bet you are. Come on, we're wasting time.
Hi. I'm sorry to burst in like this, but I'm looking for Cord. I can't find him anywhere.
Come on, smile, say cheese, dirtbag.
God's sake, don't, man!
What's the matter, Patrick? Don't you like having your picture taken? Hell, you're worse than some of those brat packers. I got it. I know what your problem is. You're wondering why the little old bomb in the camera didn't go off and blow us both to smithereens. You put it there, didn't you? Put it there so I could blow myself up and maybe my whole family. This whole thing was your idea.
And the man got his picture ruined?
He smashed the flash strobe into bits. You should have seen the look on Kate.
I can imagine. I mean, to have your ex-love walk in